What's going on, draft sickos? Welcome to the Ground Floor Podcast with no ceilings on the Field of 68 Network. My name is Corey Tullib. I am the Wolf of Ball Street. I am here, as always, with Tyler Rucker, the conductor of chaos, and Tyler Metcalf, the mad scientist. Rucker, how we doing?
Fantastic, boys. Another week of draft season has passed us by, and gosh, we're getting exciting. This is a fun class, so I'm doing good. Just get to talk hoops with you guys. What's better than that?
Nothing, Metcalf. How we feeling?
I mean, anytime we're 3 weeks into the season and we get blue bloods in full-on panic mode, I mean, what's not to love? I love no one, whether it's fans or the teams themselves, are overreacting. They're freaking out about results here.
Yeah, guys, I was live at the Garden, and vibes not super strong all around from all four teams of the Champions Classic. Some teams vibes were fine. Other teams, not so much. And we'll see if we talk about that at all today, because we got a fun episode. The No Ceilings crew dropped our first big board of the draft cycle, and we are going to do a player draft between the three of us. One pick from each position plus a 6-man with a salary cap. So a top 5 guy on our board is going to be worth $30. The 6 to 10 range, 25. The 11 to 20 range, 20. 21 to 30 range is going to be 15. 31 to 45 is going to be worth 10. And then 46 to 60 is going to be worth 5. Once a player is selected, they are no longer eligible to be selected. So we're going to have to, show some strategy here, guys.
Mm-hmm. Going to be tough. Going to be fun. A little bit of... Got to plan ahead. This is what we like to do with these exercises, play a little GM mode. So I like this. This is going to be a little wild.
I'm a little worried about Metcalf. Not so much about Rucker, because Rucker's lost to Metcalf in basically every kind of financial game that we create for No Ceiling. So
I'll have to bring up old stuff.
I'm just racking up the wins. It's great for the ego.
Yeah.
But this is a three-way. This is a three-way race now. So you guys can vote on who has the best team. And we'll sort it out that way. And Rucker, since you've struggled so much in contests like these, I'm going to give you the first pick.
And just for the listeners, if you want to follow along and you're like, oh, I wonder who's in this range, head on over to NoCeilingsNBA.com to find that big board.
Yes, It's pinned on the site. It's very easy to find.
All right. Well, I'll make it simple at number 1. I'm going to just be mad at you guys, and I'm going to take Darren Peterson. You guys think I'm going to take Boozer? I'm going to take Darren Peterson so I can give you guys, a little knife in the side, or pretty easy for me. So give me Darren. I guess I'm going to put him at the 2 because he's not a point guard. Thank you very much. And I'd really like him to get healthy and play.
That one does hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Shocker. Curveball.
Yeah. You never know. Agent of chaos. Come on, that's what we do.
You've been the resident Darren Peterson hater this whole time.
I have him at 2, so I hate him. That's how it works. So
that is how it works.
Hey, he's looked fantastic when he's been playing this year. I think he's been tremendous, and it's still going to be one of these guys that's going to be, in the running all year for number 1. And I'm happy. I'm sad that he's not playing, but I'm happy that Kansas has taken. Hamstrings are the worst, and if you try to play through it right now, that could get worse, and all of a sudden he's missing real time. So I'm wanting to get healthy, but man, what a special talent.
He's incredible. I couldn't have been more upset that he did not play in the Duke matchup. I thought that could have been an all-time prospect battle.
Yeah.
Under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. Mm-hmm. Boozer, Peterson, could have been incredible. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Because he didn't play ultimately, which, I mean, look, if it's a hamstring issue, you got to be careful with that stuff. We'd rather see him again this season than have him re-aggravate it and then shut it down. So, we're disappointed, but we're not angry. All right, Metcalf, you're up next.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, you guys are giving me a tough time, and all of a sudden I was like, well, let me throw a little mental curveball at the squad. So,
and do I look for value early on?
Wow.
Value in this economy?
Star. No such thing.
Just do it. I know what you wanted to do. Just do it.
I'm going to go with the guy who almost single-handedly brought his team back against a top 5 team the other day. I'm going AJ Devonsa.
Oh. And where are you throwing him at the 3?
Yeah, he's going to be my 3.
Okay. So AJ Devonsa.
And now Corey can have the guy who just does everything except lose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going at power forward. I'm going to take Cam Boozer. There's a lot of dialogue out there about Cam Boozer right now. Has struggled with efficiency against some of the higher level of competition so far. And you know what, guys? I couldn't be less worried. I couldn't seeing him in person. I mean, I've seen him at Columbus. We've seen him at McDonald's, Hoop Summit. Now seen him in college. The way he processes the game is so special, and it's so quick. Every decision he made seemed like the correct one against Kansas. Like, the passing was unbelievable. Everything was a 0.5 decision. I mean, even like little things, like the possession I'm going to talk about, he ultimately got blocked because they were just loading up on him like in the paint, but he got the ball on the right block. Quick post up. Kansas was sending a double from the middle, and before it even got there, he just spun baseline and like created a look for himself. And ultimately he got blocked from behind because it was a great defensive play, but he's still awesome even when he struggles. And you give me somebody with a high floor like that. I mean, what are we thinking when like it starts to click and he's getting accustomed to the speed and the physicality and the length? Like he's a dominant player. I'm not worried about him in the slightest. Some people are trying to move him out of the top 5 already on the World Wide Web. Lunacy.
I agree with you guys. The finishing stuff, he's got to figure it out. I think he's a smart enough player. He'll figure this out. Like let's give him a couple months and then let's evaluate. But you would think the way some people are talking about him that he's putting up terrible numbers. He's averaging 21, 10, and 4, like on 50% from the field. So I mean, he's still a beast. And I'm with you, Corey. Like, yeah, the finishing numbers haven't been great, but he is a robot with the processing ability of like, hey, where's the ball need to go? Skip passes. Like he's a really talented player who's, although he hasn't had the best games in terms of expectations, he's been tremendous with his impact on both sides of the floor. So I think it's one of those things. I'm right there with you. Not worried at all. Would I like the finishing to be perfect? Absolutely. But we saw this last year with Cooper Flagg, slow start to the year, adjusted, and then really hit the ground running. So let's give Cam a little bit of time. And it was just a kind of a rough game last night for Duke at all. I see it's like, hey, you guys a little sloppy, but hey, Bill Self and Kansas will do that to you.
I was shocked that Kansas stuck with the double in him as long as they did, because it worked out once, I think. And every time they sent it, it was way too late. And Cam was doing such a good job of just kind of peeking over his shoulder to see, it's like, all right, when's it coming? All right, there, it's coming from there. Cool. Guy's wide open on the weak side, and just made the right decision every single time. I have concerns or questions about him as like a primary offensive engine, but the decision-making, the IQ, the awareness, all of the little things, zero concerns about. And it's dropping him out of the top 3 right now feels a bit reactionary for me.
So I ask you, Metcalf, with all that said, why did you choose Devonsa over him?
Because I have Devonsa higher. I have Devonsa at 2, and I'm looking for an offensive engine.
Breaking news!
Because I'm looking for a guy who can single-handedly take over a game, and I think Cam is a awesome floor raiser. At a minimum, I think he's a tremendous number 2 option. I'm looking for that number 1 option.
Okay.
I like it. I get it after that UConn game. I think that was the off night, and it was jaw-dropping how impressive the off night was for AJ. So I get it. I like it, Metcalf.
I still want to see him pass a little bit.
Just Rucker, a little bit.
You're back on you're back on the clock here. You have $70 left to fill 5 positions.
Are we like going, hey, now it's 6 through 10, we got to pick? Or is it, I'm on.
You have a salary cap.
Now I feel great.
Weird.
Okay, I feel great. So I've got Darren. I'm gonna go down the board a little bit. I'm gonna get I'm going to play someone at the 3. That might be a little bit of a question mark. I'm probably going to piss off one person on this, and the other one saw him last night. I'm going to take Isaiah Evans and put him with Darren Peterson, and good luck.
Wow.
We've got spacing and bucket getting machines. So I'm going to put Isaiah at the 3. He's 17th on the no ceilings first big board. For everyone that's, faithful field of 68 listeners that have been with us, yes, we know the numbers are going to be much different in volume 2. So this is what happens with the first installment every year. But really liked what I've seen from Isaiah this year. I think he's going to be a very important piece for Duke, and I still think there's a lot of fun upside with this game.
Okay, I like it. I mean, Darren Peterson with spacing is a scary thought. And like seeing the way that Kansas guarded Isaiah Evans, like when he's 5 feet behind the 3-point line, you have to be like on him.
Yeah.
Because he has range. He's got that quick trigger. And if you leave him open, like you might as well run back, the other way because he's lights out. And I know that's going to hurt Metcalf because I think Metcalf, you personally have him like top 10.
I have him at 3. I've actually dropped Cam below. I'm kidding. No, I do not. But he's up there. Okay.
All right.
Am I up?
You're up.
All right. I'm also going to improve spacing, but instead from the center spot, I'm getting incredible value right now. Tar Heel Nation. I'm taking Henry Vasar at my center spot for $5. He is currently 54th on the board for some reason, but I'm a little biased, and I think his rim running capabilities, his floor spacing capabilities, help free up that lane for AJ to get downhill. Some fun pick and roll chemistry and whatnot between those two. Keep defenders on their heels and just constantly put them in a tough decision.
Wow, I know you love this guy, and he's incredibly impactful.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect him to rise. I think, with early boards like this, the sexy guys who have like a sexy upside you early on in the cycle, you tend to take you call your shots. Right. And Visar is just not a guy like we kind of know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So
at this point, that's kind of why I'm taking him right now too. Because if I'm trying to free up that lane for AJ, I don't love a lot of the other centers who can potentially do that at this point. So,
all right. I can't hate on it. And I'm going to go in a completely opposite direction. I'm going to take another blue chip guy.
Love that.
I'm going to solidify my front court. I'm going to take Caleb Wilson and put him at center.
Ooh, okay. That's fun.
Because I think that Caleb Wilson and Boozer can interchangeably kind of switch between front court positions. Now that does hurt my salary cap because I have $40 left for 4 different positions. But I feel good knowing that Boozer and Wilson is just a devastating front court duo.
Yeah.
The really versatility there, the rebounding. I mean, we already know that they can play together because they played on the same AAU team. So there's going to be chemistry. I mean, I didn't have to think about that.
Yeah, that presents a bit of a challenge now with the front court. So
are you worried at all about your spacing, or you think you can find value in that later?
Oh, we got plans. We got plans. Yeah, I'm worried. Well, here's not even because Cam is a good spacer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. With the vision too, that helps.
He's always been like a good shooter. He's not necessarily going to shoot it at volume like off the bounce, but his catch and shoot numbers have always been solid. It just takes a little while to get it off. Like, in a couple of years, we're going to speed that release up and it's going to be completely fine. But I mean, when he gets it off, it's textbook. I mean, you guys, at Rucker, like you've been one to like throw around like a Kevin Love comparison to him. I think part of that is the fact that he could shoot threes and, make ridiculously quick outlet passes. So I'm not worried about the spacing with Caleb.
Outlet
sure.
last night.
Yeah. Oh God. Quick little rant here.
Yeah, go for it.
For Duke. And because I'm not going to take this guy, I don't foresee myself. When is Caden Boozer going to be in the starting lineup?
The whole town knows Frank. I mean, it's just, hey, look, all due respect to Caleb Foster, it's just Boozer makes too much of an impact out there. And I also think he makes an impact, Caden, I'm saying, without like needing to force the issue and stuff. He's just a smart player with good size. So,
but is that also the sales pitch for him with the second unit? Is that he's kind of that stabilizing presence who can really direct stuff, while with the starters, they don't necessarily need that?
This is Duke, not Kentucky. They don't need to stabilize. There's no need for a stabilizer.
They're not one of those poverty programs.
Right now, Kentucky needs some stabilizing forces. Duke doesn't. Play Caden Boozer more. Like in the first half, I think he had like 1 assist and he led the team in plus minus.
I don't disagree. I'm just trying to provide devil's advocate.
Okay, that's fine. Rucker, you're up.
It's wrong, but
Caleb Foster is run away in the lead right now for the Ashton Hagens Award. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. An all-time award. I'm going to get a little wild here. You know, I'm a fan of chaos, of anarchy, so I think this is what my team's going to be. So I'm going to put him at the point, and I'm going to take Neo Avdilas.
Oh. And
you know what? We're just going to play positionless basketball and have fun. So, yeah, is he going to be running the show? Is Darren going to have some sets running it too? Who knows? But I'm gonna take Neo there and have some fun size and value there.
So where did
good feel?
Where did we have Neo on the board? Was he 29?
We had him at 29, which we got some messages. The submissions came before Neo went nuts, so people were very excited to let us know, like, hey, he's a little low, and it's like, yes, we know it's preseason boards.
But let's talk about Neo.
Let's talk about it,
because everybody freaked out. He's the next Luka. You know, and then he followed it up with kind of a dud. And that's kind of been the MO, is that like when he is on, it looks incredible, but he's never been able to hit shots consistently. So, you know, I think anytime you have a guy who's 6'9", can pass the ball like that and has shown flashes of shot making, you're going to be intrigued. I mean, we were telling people pretty much all year that Yegor Damine is going to be a top 10 pick in the draft. And while everyone was like, you know, fading him, because guys who can pass like that at that height and potentially shoot, NBA teams are just always going to take a shot on. But I don't know if I'm ready to say that he needs to be in like the 6 to 10 grouping right now. I still personally need to see more. Personally.
I'm completely there too. I think we all get excited. Fans get excited for this opening month of, you know, it's overreaction time. It's like, oh my gosh, look at this guy's dropping 20. He needs to be in the lottery. Or Neo looked incredible that game. I think you saw the highs, and what you're saying, Corey, is right. Like when you see the highs, you're like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is incredible. This looks like the new wave of this stretched out, you know, international guard with handling, and everyone wants to. We're shifting from the tall shooter as Kevin Durant to now the tall international white guy that can handle it is Luka. But Neo needs to be more consistent. And, you know, I've got a piece coming at No Ceilings kind of talking about a lot of these big name prospects that are generating buzz. And I was like, hey, if you look at Neo, Virginia Tech has a very favorable schedule for a while. So this is a chance for him to really make some noise and put up some big box scores. He hasn't done it since that, you know, 33-point outing. But, you know, they got, you know, Colorado State, South Carolina, George Mason, Western Carolina. He's not going to play, you know, Wake Forest on January 3rd on the road. Is probably going to be the big, like, okay, we're starting to get a little interesting. So big opportunity for him. It's just going to be interesting to see kind of what he does with that. And, you know, the consistency, like you're saying, he's shown a lot of these flashes where you really get in your feelings about what this could be becoming, but can we get that consistent play from a night to night basis?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that, you know, I feel optimistic, but I'm going to be patient. All right, Metcalf, you're up.
building on the 3-and-D aspect, best shooter in this draft. Haven't seen him play yet. I'm going Braylon Mullins for $25.
Okay.
At number 10 on our board.
It's a really good pick.
I think he would be incredible next to AJ.
I mean, AJ's downhill rim pressure
Mm-hmm.
with Mullins just waiting for kickouts that are never going to happen. It's going to be great.
I was just going to say, was he ever going to get the ball though? Kidding. I like AJ. I'm kidding.
We're competitive here.
He'll actually make shots unlike Richie Saunders. So
drive by Richie Saunders are the best comments. That's a good pick. I was trying to
come on, make one. 0 of 7. What are we doing? Make one.
Small sample size theater there.
I also think he's way more than just a shooter too, with everything he brings on the defensive end, the ability to attack closeouts, move the ball. I'm really, really excited to see him actually healthy in that UConn system, because I think he's going to be a perfect fit for them.
He's going to shock some people. I think he's going to really shock some people and make some noise. I think I saw someone today say he's near and returning, so that's good stuff. But yeah, that's a good pick, Metcalf. The moment I took Isaiah, I was like, how do I somehow draft Braylon Mullins too? But instead, I took a pick that you guys clearly liked because we went on a rant for a little bit. But
so you're going to pair Braylon Mullins and Isaiah Evans, and you're giving me crap about the ball movement on my team. Come on now.
No, I wasn't. You got good balance right now. You got it. You got smart. Yin and yang. Corey, who did you take after Boozer?
Caleb.
I took Caleb.
Yeah, that's
Caleb Wilson. Yeah, which it hurts the pocketbook, but
not the boards though.
I like the upside. I like the team, and
your social media team's gonna just have so much content to work with in terms of highlights to post.
100%. And he's also not going to put it on a wallpaper, because he'll know that I have enough belief in him that he doesn't need to consider me a hater. We were early on this show. I said he was going to crash the party in this top 5 group, and according to some of the texts that we all got recently, it might not be just the top 5 that he's crashing in the minds of NBA personnel.
That's something to wake up to.
Corey, you're up.
I'm up. I'm going to get myself some shooting. I'm going to go the 2 spot. I'm going to go Malik Thomas for $15.
That's a good one.
You know, Malik Thomas, man, the kid has got a strap. Like, he is shooting the hell out of the ball, much like Isaiah Evans. Like, he is getting it up at volume. I'm so impressed by how well he's just been able to like kind of seamlessly transition his play style. Because I was worried about like Acuff needs the rock, Wagner needs the rock. And I thought Thomas might be a guy who needed the rock to thrive, but he's been getting it done off the ball. And I think he's got a little bit of upside with the ball in his hands. I know he just had a big game. He's, making really great connected passes. He's rebounding the ball. I think he's a seamless fit here as, my first backcourt guy.
I like that. That's a good pick.
I only got $25 left to fill 3 spots. So, I'm going to have to start looking at some value plays, but I think worthwhile bets there.
No, I like that you put him in the 2 spot too, because he's been so much more impressive in that off-ball role. Just plain simple, making quick decisions. Anytime he tries to create on ball, it's like, just move off of it. Like, dude, you got to go quicker. But when he's in that 2-guard spot, he's been doing that. Especially, I really have enjoyed his off-ball scoring.
Yeah, and I mean, the last I checked, he was like close to 15 threes per 100 possessions. So
that's fun.
He's figured the off-ball thing out by far. All right, Rucker, you're up.
Okay, I got to build the front court now. I've spent 65. I'm gonna put someone. Oh man, what a great pick this is gonna be. See, look at this. I'm getting excited now. This is where you really make a roster, folks. But I'm gonna take a beast down low. Someone that just is productive. Slept on a little bit, I think, in the draft community. But I think it's going to be good value when it comes around time for June. I'm going to take JT Toppin, who's 32nd on our board. Get me someone that is not afraid to battle with Corey's front court.
You put him at the 4 or the 5?
I'm going to put him at the 4.
Okay.
I'll put him at the 4. Really scared you guys are going to take who I'm going to put at the 5. Or well, Metcalf's going to take who I want at the 5. That's what I'm worried about. But hey, I like JT. I think, this is a guy that will come around June. He's probably going to sell like, hey, I can be a really good rotation asset. Tough on the boards, productive. I think the Illinois game showed some real stuff where it came to like he tried to will them in a tough game. But man, it is just a guy that continues to just really be a beast around the basket. So at some point in the draft, I think that's going to be a really intriguing rotation asset for a team early on.
Yeah, like I said, I've struggled with him just because I don't know how to balance the production with the confusing NBA translation to what his role will be. He's certainly not going to have the same kind of usage that he's getting. But I do also keep coming back to like, just why can't he be Brandon Clark in some capacity? Off the bench, just doing all the little things, making everybody else's life easy, not needed. I don't think he needs the ball to thrive. So I don't think there. I think it's a good pick.
I think he's gotten a lot better as a passer too, like every single year, not to a huge amount, but enough where, offensive rebounds, make really smart reads out of that kind of stuff, short roll stuff.
He's going to be a guy that's going to be a team is going to like specific teams are going to have him much higher on their boards because they're going to be like, he could fit perfectly. Like Corey's saying, like off the bench, he could be great with giving our front court a little break and you get some toughness, some rebounding from JT. Like, so yeah.
I like it. All right, Metcalf. You got a lot of money left. You got 40 bucks left?
Right? Mr. Finance, he understands the game.
I'm going big game hunting again. I need a point guard. I'm going best point guard on the board. I'm going Michael Brown from Louisville.
Oh,
has that that Team USA connection with AJ. Can play on ball, can play off ball. The playmaking is so much fun. I just like how just game by game he continues to look more and more composed, and is just really taking the reins at Louisville and just been like, no, this is my show. I'm going to run it. You guys can have fun playing off ball.
I like that. I didn't know you had that in you.
Yeah, I didn't either. Wow. Well done.
Yeah. So we're rocking Michael, Braylon Mullins, AJ on the perimeter with Vasar with his pick and pop capabilities, rim protection.
You got $10 left for 2 spots. So now you're going to,
and you got 25 for 3. So what's the problem? We're all getting a little creative here.
Well, Metcalf's only got 1 spot left, right?
I got power forward and 6-man.
Oh, 6-man, huh?
Yeah.
Great. Metcalf's team, I will give you this, is probably the most terrifying if they're all on a heater at the same time. We all might be running for our lives.
Well, that's true.
AJ and Michael are feeling it, and then you have Braylon Mullins alongside. We are really scared.
It's going to be up and down.
Keep the timeouts.
And for what it's worth, Michael and AJ were never on a heater together at the same time during Team USA stuff, so they're due.
Yeah, so they're overdue. Hey, but I will say this about Michael, like that Kentucky performance, I think was so impressive of just saying like, hey, they were playing a couple teams to get things going, and all of a sudden he just found another level where it was like big time performance. So I thought he looked great in that game.
Yeah. Maybe after last night's press conference, maybe a little less impressive for the level of competition, but sure. Sorry,
at the time.
Sorry, BBN. You're catching a lot of strays here. But
shout out Wildcat Nation.
Salt in the wound.
Great idea, Corey. Piss off the Wildcats fans.
And like
Cats for clicks.
I know it's only Ohio too, but like I thought that game was almost just as impressive because it would have been super easy for him to come out gunning, and he just played really simple. Just the pick and roll growth and at rim finishing growth over the last year has been really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, he rocks. He absolutely rocks. I mean, and just wait till he throws down like his first like ridiculous poster dunk.
Yes.
It might break the internet. Okay, I'm going to shoot for some value here. Metcalf said that I, don't have a ton of money left, $25, 3 spots. So I got to get a value play. I'm going to take Tucker DeVries, who we have at 52 on our board. in my small forward spot. I think that I've been really impressed this year. I'm riding the Tuck train, the movement shooting. I kind of want Indiana to just use him as like Hoosier Luka and be like the primary playmaker and running ball screens because he's a really good passer, has the height to see over the top. I need him to stay healthy. I do need to see that. I don't have to worry as much about the defense because I got Boozer and Wilson kind of backing him up. And, I'm happy I have a lot of positional size. Malik and Tucker don't need the ball in their hands. They could both run off movement and cause a bunch of chaos, spread the floor out. You're not going to be able to double down on Boozer. I mean, those threes, the long rebounds that Caleb Wilson's go-go gadget arms are going to be able to gobble up on the offensive end. I'm feeling good about that for $5 for that value play.
That really threw a wrench into my power forward spot. I was not. I didn't think you were gonna throw him at the 3. No, I'm gonna have so much shooting and offensive firepower here. This could be incredible. And then you're scaling him down.
Well, you can. There's always Alex Caravan.
That's what I was worried about.
All right, Rucker. Let's see. What do you got? You have $25 left.
Okay.
2 spots. So you got the pot right now.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get another big. You know what? I'm gonna go with shout out Maxwell on our team. I'm gonna go with someone that I'm starting to get really excited about. I'm gonna go with Terrace Reed. I'm gonna put him at the 5.
Oh,
UConn,
sneaky
43rd on our board. I like the tools. I like what I've seen. So I'm gonna get some toughness to battle with Cam. He should do well with Henry. Yeah, so I like that.
That's a sneaky play.
Darren found out Tucker is going to be available on defense. So Darren right now is just like doing backflips in our war room. He's like, oh, barbecue chicken. No, I'm kidding. I like that pick. That's a sneaky fun one with Tucker, the Tuck train, as we call him at No Ceilings. But yeah, guys, I like Terrace Reed. I think this is a big that can make some noise, and he's had a good start to the year. Trending in the right direction. Good size too.
That's a good call. That's a good call there.
All right. This sucks. I don't like any of
you're
this.
welcome.
No, that's rude, and I don't appreciate it.
You know what's tough is like while we're recording this, we're going off of the previous board, and like there's just so many guys I have in different ranges now, and so it's just kind of like a mental war of like, well,
Yep.
Like, oh, he was here? Okay, good.
All right. I need more size and rebounding. I'm going Thomas Love Ivicic.
That's a sneaky one.
Throw him in my 4.
You're putting him at the 4?
Yeah, I mean we're gonna cycle guys in and out, but
Mighty Ducks, line change.
Exactly.
Change it up.
We got 6 man, so just trying to keep the options open here, and we're gonna see him with his brother playing with another 7-footer this year. Vasar has experience playing with a 7-footer. Can space the floor. Really good defensive rebounder, fun passer. Yeah,
and he's $5.
Correct. Yes, he was 47th on our board.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, so he's in the $5 slot.
Correct. So I got 5 left.
Okay, I'm gonna splurge a little bit because I have $20 left for 2 spots. I have point guard, 6-man open. And, sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants.
I knew it.
You
just can't help yourself.
I can't help it. I'm going to Hod Pettiford.
Oh, gosh. We should have just started off a bit like Corey gets Pettiford. Let's get this pick out of the way.
So Tahad is at 25 on our board. He struggled a little bit out of the gate. He's $15 in this spot. And I just know the shots are going to go in. And I feel like my team specifically does need another shot creator. And I know that Tahad is going to be able to get his own look off. I feel like we have the size around him to cover for any kind of defensive issues that, we may be looking at. And I think he could play up tempo. I think, he's already played and thrived within a defensive system. I know he's competitive, and I just can't get out of my head the time that I saw him as a junior just absolutely destroy Alex Sarr, who's, killing in the NBA right now. The heart wants, the heart wants. I'm a small guard guy. I can't quit them.
So just to confirm, you're not worried at all about the effective field goal rate being 36%.
It's what is it? 4 games. I mean,
I'm
as worried about the inefficiency for Dahad early in the season as I am about Boozer's finishing. I'm trusting the larger sample that we've seen, and this is a much better context. I think here than what he's currently.
He was much better last year with an elite big.
Yeah, so I feel fine about it.
Okay. Just
and I have $5.
Questions.
I have $5 left now for my 6-man. So slim pickings.
All right, Rucker, who got? You got 15.
I got 15. All right. I'm gonna shock some people here on this panel. Look, I like Neo a lot, but in case Neo doesn't have it going, we need someone that can come in and really run the show. So I've got 15 left. I'm gonna take Darius Acuff, rim pressure god, who can come in, create, get inside the paint, kick out to Darren and Isaiah Evans. So I'm getting me some insurance, but I'm also getting okay, hey, we've got some lineup versatility. We can kind of mix and match a little bit. If we need to move Neo to the 3, we can do that. We can get someone to run the show. So I'm gonna go with Acuff.
I like that pick. I thought about him in my point guard spot. I did.
He's impressed me. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I can't believe that, you went away from your heart and didn't take a shot on Blake Harper anywhere.
Yeah.
That was so defeated.
I still believe in Blake, but he had a good game the other night, but
Cranes looked rough.
It's been rough.
Who did I see they redshirted and then decided to change?
Hudson Greer. Yeah, they took the red shirt off.
Usually a good sign. I like Blake a lot. Blake, I thought was, coming from Howard, I thought, hey, it's either going to be this year, he's really going to hit the ground running, or it might just be a guy that takes a little bit of time to get accustomed. He's had some really good flashes. It just also looks like a guy that when you watch the tape, like, okay, he looks clearly like he's going up in competition, but I think give him a couple months and maybe he starts to find his groove. But yeah, I like Acuff here because I've thought he was going to be a challenging evaluation for me this year, and I've been really impressed with some of the flashes he's had. I think he's going to be a good one.
I like it. Strong team. We'll run through them at the end when everyone's done.
All right, so I got $5 left, and this worked out perfectly. I'm going with my Sweet Prince, my knight in shining armor, Billy Richmond. Doesn't need the ball, does good things when he has it. Bit of chaos, point of attack defense, rebounding. I love him. So, yeah.
He was on my short list for my last spot. I mean, his numbers aren't jumping off the page.
And they probably
this
will.
Year. And they probably never will. But there's just something about him that draws your eye to him every time he steps on the court.
And he's at least willing to shoot it from outside. So that's a big plus for me. And he's up to 5.3 threes per 100. So huge step from last year.
Yeah, because what was he, like 1.5 last year?
I think he took 12 total threes last year. He's already up to 11.
Yeah,
with the same amount of makes. So
I think he was actually 2 for 16 last year.
2 for 16. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting close, but already surpassed the makes. So what's to complain about?
Hey, in theory, if we were, playing round robin status and you had Billy Richmond, a perfect guy for this type of, just throw him in off the bench and let him go crazy and guard, slow down people. Like Billy would be perfect at this. Like Metcalf saying, you don't need him to do a lot offensively, but I still like him as a prospect. I still like him a lot.
Yeah, me too. Whether it's this year, whether it's next year, whether it's the year after, he's an NBA player.
Yeah.
Okay. I have $5 left, and I feel like I need a little bit more depth in the front court, and I feel like my front court guys are versatile enough. So I'm going to go with Flory Badunga.
Ooh.
I thought he was pretty impressive at the Champions Classic. I mean, I think part of the reason that Cam struggled at the rim against Kansas is even when it was like, you know, he had Tiller guarding him, it was always the thought of Badunga coming over from the weak side and making his life hard with that length and the athleticism. And I look at my roster, and if I can throw out a lineup where it's like Tahad, Malik Thomas, or Tahad and Tucker, and then, you know, you could move Wilson to the 3 and then play Boozer and Badinga, like there's a lot of chaos, and all of a sudden that turns into a fun defensive team. So, you know, I really wanted a Visic to be there so I can get a stretch 5, but this is the nature of a draft like this.
Shouldn't have taken Tucker from me.
I figured you to be a Caravan guy.
I'm not even going to touch that.
Corey, who'd you have at the point?
Okay, so running through my team.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll run through my team first. $100 fully spent. My point guard is Tahad Pettiford.
Of course.
$15. My shooting guard, Malik Thomas, also $15. Small forward, Tucker DeVries, $5 value. Power forward, Cam Boozer, $30. Center, Caleb Wilson, $30. And then my 6-man, Floyd Badunga, $5. Metcalf, you have Michael Brown Jr. at $30. Braylon Mullins at $25. AJ DeBonsa at $30. Tommy Avicic at $5 at your power forward spot. Visar for $5 at your center spot. And then Billy Richmond at $5 as your 6-man spot. And then Rucker, you have Neo Abdallas at your point guard spot, $15. Darren Peterson at your two guard spot, $30. Isaiah Evans at the 3 for $20. JT Toppin at the 4 for $10. Taris Reed, $10 at the center spot. And then off the bench for your 6-man, you have Darius Acuff at $15. We all maxed out our $100 salary cap. So in the comments, let us know who you think won this draft. You know, the goal is to create the best prospect team that also kind of fits together and, you know, could win a game. So let us know how you think we did, where we went wrong. Again, if you want to look at our board to kind of help you feel out the range of guys, NoCeilingsNBA.com. It's pinned. It's the biggest, graphic that you can find. And while you're there, I don't know, subscribe.
Why not?
Right? It's free. You're gonna get content delivered to your inbox Monday through Friday, sometimes on
every
Saturday.
day.
Sometimes twice a day.
Oh my god!
Twice a day.
Oh my god!
Starting at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So just do it. You know, do it. So that's it, guys. This was a fun episode. It was a fun exercise.
This was a blast.
This is a fun one. Definitely should probably try to do this a couple times throughout the year. It's a fun exercise for fans too. You know, look at your board if you have one and get creative.
Yeah, and if you want to play along, you know, make your own team in the comments.
Yeah,
you know, and we'll comment along with you. So appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast feeds, Field to 68, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us. I'm Corey. They're the Tylers. Until next time, we are out.